Yo, what's going on, guys? Top of the morning, the evening, the pre market, the before pre market, or the market is open by the time you are watching. I know a lot of you guys tune in the morning. It's about 2 hours before pre market is firing up on a Sunday evening slash Monday morning, depending where you are in this fine world. Because I know I have some outside of the United States listeners. Here we are again, this fire. We cannot put this thing down. No pun intended there. Cannot put this thing out. It's all over the place, you guys, and it just gets better by the minute. And this picture here just kills me. And the reason I wanted to bring the picture up, we touched on that picture last night with the original one over on Superstock, was old Chucky Gasparino again with this damn article we're going to touch on here in a minute. That's just, I don't know. These guys are on television, and I'm sure they all have their little, what they do. You turned it, Chucky has been always Chucky. He's been the same type of dude for the longest time. And then you got the naked shorts gal that kind of, I think they like molded her in, they flipped her when she first said that naked shorts. Because remember, she was just kind of whatever, and then all of a sudden the naked shorts, and they kind of flipped her into an ape wannabe and start the documentary. I'm sure all these guys have their roles, right? But to be I don't even want to call him a journalist anymore, and nobody's a journalist anymore. Journalism is shot to hell. There's way too many of them out there. They're rogue type of people, and just people talking. They're talking shit. You can take some people that can spell good and put together some nice wording over on Twitter and make them a journalist. They're going to look the same as these ass bags, right? People, it's not journalism, long story short. So they all got their little roles, but some of the things this guy just says is embarrassing. Like this article, he's stating that the claim. Well, we'll touch on it in a minute, for crying out loud. But this cracks me up. Look at this. They put in Chucky Gasparino. As we all know, he's about 5'2" or whatever he is. So they put him in there short. He's got a cute little gas can here, right, along with Ken's gas can. It seems to me they've got matching jackets and matching T-shirts as well. So again, outstanding. Mitch AMC, shout out to you, sir, for adding that in there. Or if you got it with one of these savages out there that put this together, I don't know. But it is this weekend. I haven't laughed in a long time. Just the whole thing. Just think about the fire. Screw the little memes and all this. The damn building burnt to the ground. A 250,000 square foot warehouse of shit that's not supposed to burn like that. We've touched on it last night. I'm going into deep. It cracks me up. It's just badass shit. Shoot. Shucks. Trying not to swear. Okay, AMC, let's see where we end up this week, okay? We're not going to guess. We don't give a shit about the prices anyway, right? Let's start moving this stock up, okay? 1535, 1542 after hours, 102.34, 101.48. One other thing I want to touch on, this whole thing, I see Lou out there anywhere. I love Lou. The guy's got a monster heart. I don't really care like you guys. I know a lot of you guys tune in to me. It's not like I'm sitting here breaking down charts or doing any sort of DD on my own. For one, I'm too stupid to do it. I have no patience to do it. And all I'm doing is just being a goofball and being funny. You guys like that. I have a small little audience. Most of you guys like me. And that's all I care about. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But this whole thing with Lou, and I got myself over to, I think it was the AMC subreddit, and everybody, ban Lou, do this. Who gives a shit? Who gives a rat's ass? Listen to you want. They don't like his price predictions and this and that. Oh, his brackets, and Lou doesn't know anything. Here's the thing with the stock price, okay? The stock has to squeeze before the price goes way up. Let's just start at a couple $100 or whatever, okay? No one, and you've never heard me. People ask me all the time, "What's your prediction?" I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know. And here's the thing. No one knows. Ken Griffin don't know. The SEC don't know. We don't know. Your mom doesn't know. Your neighbor doesn't know. Blackrock doesn't. No one knows. The short squeeze has to happen. We have to see what happens after that. Sure, all the math and all the years worth of DD, a million a share is the floor and all that. Okay, great. We don't have a clue. Until that happens, listen to who you want. Lou, and I take every character I like. Lou, I think he has a monstrous heart. He is funnier than hell, entertaining, and that's why he has a lot of viewers. It doesn't matter. We don't know what the price is going to be. But all we do know this week, this thing needs to start going up, right? Patrick Bet David, I love this handsome man. This guy here, just take a quick listen if you don't know who he is, but just listen to what he's got to say here.
Just so you know, 40% of all the money ever printed in America was printed in the last 12 months.
Hang on, let me refresh this turd. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Just so you know, 40% of all the money ever printed in America was printed in the last 12 months. Let me say it one more time. Please listen. Please listen to what I just said. Nearly 40% of all the money ever printed in America was printed in the last 12 months, 15 months. 40%! And you know what's crazy? All this money they printed, let's give stimulus to this, to that person, to this person. You know what happened? No matter who they gave the money to, guess who the money flowed to? To the rich people. The rich got richer, not because they're bad people, because they were ready, because poor people don't know how to manage their money when it comes to them. Just so you know, 40% of...
That's pretty mind-boggling, really. Take all the inflation numbers, take all the stuff. We know the market's going to crash eventually, but that is pretty wild. That's basically since COVID till now. Whenever Patrick did that video, it's pretty recent, I believe, but still, that is pretty mind-blowing, folks. Pretty mind-blowing. The AMA is out over on the Superstock official. We have to share this. Does this really only have 4,200 views? I thought it had 20,000. Maybe it's on the other Superstock channel too. Either way, done today. The co-founder and president, Robbie Ferguson, on with you, JSMAR 18 from the old Superstock. Outstanding. It's about 40 minutes, 45 minutes long. Very, very good. If you have not seen that, it was done today. Get some views on this thing. How on God's green earth does this have 4,200 views? I swear I've seen 20,000. Either way, we'll pop that in. Homework assignment number 1 for the day. On to Asperino. Okay, here's his little mugshot here. Chucky Gasparino share the AMC insanity. Ape cult hits its last stand as stock falters. We're not going to read this whole turd. It's basically a turd, okay? He's going to tell you everything that is going on that let's back up a year. He talks about everything that's going on, everything that we thought was true that has been proven to be true, but he's sitting here telling us like we're absolute morons what we believe. Just a couple pieces of this. The AMC cult begins with an odd theory. The shares are secretly controlled by a cabal of evil hedge funds that want to put the company out of business by illegally shorting the stock. Every single piece, those 2 pieces of information in there, is 150% true. We know this, okay? You can huck a rock down a mall and find any one of those businesses have been shorted. The whole entire sector of retail, and it was a badass play when COVID came out. We're going to short retail into the ground and make a killing off all of these turd companies. Brilliant. But fast forward 2 years, it obviously backfired. But sir, Charlie, all of this stuff here is all true. Not to mention, Hedgies, the conspiracy goes, take it a step further by magically creating fake or synthetic shares that put enormous downward pressure on the stock. Okay, sir, they had their way for years until so-called apes got involved. Okay, so let's just take these 2 little pieces of information here. These are true. This is just 2 pieces. Then he goes on and on and on and on. When was this article written? Oh, man, you guys. February 5th, so yesterday. Okay, Chucky Gasparino. Back to the original, what I talked about in the beginning. But then you go over to his Twitter. So anyway, disgusting. I'll fire that in there if you guys want to read the rest of this turd. Everything he's saying in here is the stuff that's going on, but he makes it look like we are absolutely stupid, dumb, dodo birds, idiots, morons, and then some. Okay, Chuck. And then you got his whole Twitter feed. It's just an obsession with AMC. Like this type of tweet, it's like childish. It's like a 2-year-old, but his obsession, AMC again. Charles retweeted this. Gasparino deleted his pathetic tweet, so he retweets this. AMC again. AMC again. Retweeted this. AMC again. I mean, what is his whole job over there just to be the villain of AMC? AMC again. AMC again. Oh my God, I didn't see this. Look at look at this picture. And then he retweets it. Did he retweet it? I don't know. Look at this picture you got. Oh my Christ, I've seen it all now. How did I miss that? Oh God, it's Ken Griffin working on the sprinkler systems. Oh man. See what I'm saying, you guys? Everywhere you look. And then you got Asperino doing it. But you see what I'm saying here, right? The guy is a nut job. But I guess it's part of his gig, right? So we'll fire that turd in there. The AMA will go in there. What in the hell else we got? Oh, I've been seeing this today with this rule kicking off tomorrow, right? Publication date 2/7. Down here at the bottom, right here, you should submit information that you only want to make available publicly. All submissions should refer to file number blah, 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 blahs, and should be submitted on or before February 28th, 2022. And then there's another date in here of February 27th somewhere as well. So I think a lot of people are thinking this starts tomorrow. I don't think it does. These things are so hard to read, but I don't think this is firing off tomorrow. I've seen about 4 posts on AMC subreddit saying tomorrow, and I think Lou said it earlier when I was trying to figure out what the FUD he was saying. I don't know, you guys. Some of these are hard to read, but everything I see, it's open for comment for till the 28th. So we will see. Either way, big changes coming down. SEC / the Fed Registry. And then over here, I was thinking too that maybe they were carrying over something into these meetings here, but apparently on the 9th we have a meeting coming up. Private fund advisors, advisories. The one I look at in here is shorting into securities transaction settlement cycle. Whistleblower. Yeah, we touched on that whistleblower last night. I want to be a whistleblower. I want to get some sort of ducats from the SEC. Wouldn't that be cool? I can get a selfie up there, the stock swinger up there with Gary Gensler, and we'll tweet it out and shit with our arms around each other. It'd be badass. So yeah, this one, obviously, we want to see what's going on there with the February 9th meeting over there at the goddamn Security and Exchange Commission with my boy Double G. Keenan Grace looks like he's got himself demonetized on his damn video over there. I made a video about the short-selling document building burning down, and very soon after, I'm getting emails about the videos being demonetized on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know anything. When did he tweet this? Yesterday? I'll see if there's any more on this, but I had one demonetized too, and it ended up not being anything. It was like some wording in a video. I appealed it. That could be it, but who knows? You know, YouTube up to no good again. Kenny writing checks to YouTube or whatever in the hell he's doing. But seriously, folks, yeah. Look at this if you haven't seen this. Former executive of Blackrock, Edward Dowd. 50 seconds of entertainment.
The global debt bubble is at its peak, and it's becoming apparent, given what's going on across the globe, that we're at the end. And due to that fact, we're going to see lots of crazy things in the financial markets. I think we're going to see the credit markets become unhinged, the equity markets become unhinged. The Fed got a reprieve from COVID when they were able to, at the cover of COVID, print 65% more money to keep this thing afloat. But we're at the end days here. And a lot of what you're seeing in the response from global governments is what I believe is setting up a system to, under the guise of medical tyranny, to prevent the riots that are going to ensue once this thing all unwinds. That's my personal belief, and I watch what people do, know what they say.
Very interesting. We are at end days here, he says. Yeah, I think he knows a few things. I wish I could sit down with a guy like this and just say, hey, just Eddie, give me an hour. And I'd sit down and say, Eddie, okay, tell me everything that no one knows about. Wouldn't that be awesome? Just to really know what is what rather than speculating and digging and finding half-ass answers that we do. I just wish we could have a sit down with somebody and just get this info out there. Be very interesting to say the least. On the way out the door, I don't even want to try to touch this DD here. This is one of the bestest DDs I've read in a long damn time. Throwaway Lurker 012. Throwaway Lurker 012 over on the Super Stonk. This right here in the TLDR, if you want to pause it for a second and take a quick brief look at it. Pretty sad with the whole Sears thing, but this is just beyond good. You have to read this, you guys. You gots to. G-O-T-Z, gots. It's just, well, God, these guys, I don't know how you have the patience to put this together. Look at the poor Sears building. These guys just have the patience of a damn attorney, for crying out loud. But anyway, you guys, definitely read this. Shout out to him for taking the time to put this together. Makes you think. Really, really does. And it's just an outstanding, well put together piece. So we got a few homework assignments, folks. Our damn stocks, 102 roughly, and 15 ducats roughly. Let's see what this week brings here. If you guys are up and at 'em, hopefully we are ripping by the time you are watching this. If not, we're going to rip soon. Listen to who you want to, you guys. Do what you want to. Say what you want to. Who gives a rat's ass what anybody thinks, anybody says? If you don't like it, there's really simple thing with YouTube. Either you can listen to something or you don't have to listen to something. It's pretty easy shit, I think. And I'm a moron. Okay, guys, love you. We're out of here. Go AMC.